Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the second round back in 2001, and that's the veteran Drew Brees.
Total relentlessness of consistency, almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I started calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready? You ready?
Brees now on first down. And this is incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Ready? You ready? 20 seconds.
From the gun, it's Brees. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, 63 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, Sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there, what they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. San Francisco ready to get the football on offense. If you look back to 2018 at the quarterback position, Jimmy Garoppolo, remember, hurt back in September. That was week 3. Certainly they're hoping to have him full health for week 1 of 2019.
They certainly are, because if he is in full health, he will be their quarterback. I know that Nick Mullins did a really nice job this year when he replaced C.J. Beathard. They'll battle it out for the backup spot. It's Jimmy Garoppolo's team, and when he's at full health, they think that they can play with anyone in the league. 2 years now, they feel like they've missed opportunities. 2019, they think they should contend for a playoff spot.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it with McKinnon across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3-and-out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Ready. You ready?
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Now Brees throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready. You ready? Clear shot.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a 1st down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
This is Ingram. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, here's Brees. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brees going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. For San Francisco, Charles, earlier we discussed Jimmy Garoppolo, the year he had after the injury. They had to scramble really at quarterback. But now they're going to have the number 2 overall pick because of the injury-riddled 4-12 campaign. Where do you think they go?
They'll have different options, too, because many will say secondary. They just had 2 interceptions all year long. Worst in the NFL. Pass rush, to me, it's edge rusher because I think they get the rush inside with DeForest Buckner. I think he does a really nice job for them. But could they trade back from number 2? I think they'll be sitting by the phone saying, hey, you guys want to talk? We're agreeable to that.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Breida, CD, an undrafted free agent from a season ago. And with McKinnon out, he's really helped fill the running void for the 49ers.
Yeah, remember, they got Jerick McKinnon as a free agent and expect him to be a 3-down back for them. As you mentioned, out for the season with an ACL injury. Almost fitting that Matt Breida stepped into the breach for him. They were college teammates at Georgia Southern. Breida leading the league in rushing, tied for the lead, I should say, through the first 3 weeks of the season. And don't forget in reserve, Kyle Juszczyk, their fullback, who can take some plays at running back as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
4 down. Ready.
So after the INT, it's Brees. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Now Brees, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. You ready?
To throw, it's Brees. That's complete to Meredith. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Brees now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. You ready?
They go play action for Ingram. Now Brees. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Ready.
Now Brees again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Stay hot! Stay hot!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And Selleck here, left side. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Yeah, because you miss those first 2, but get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10. Just outside the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the right side, caught by Selleck. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
The 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Hey! Here we go, here we go. 180!
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
120! 180!
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go. Like 80!
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gould is able to put it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, and now he's got daylight. The 40, 30, 20.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. McKinnon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. A play fake to Ingram. Now it's Brees. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Brees now already at 150 yards passing, and we're still in the 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Brees gives it up to Ingram. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here we go. Ready? You waiting?
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Everyone's got full. Ready? We're waiting.
Brees to throw on 2nd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Ready. We're waiting.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd, and it's caught by Selleck. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 21-3, our score, a little lopsided early. We'll head back to New Orleans after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's McKinnon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now McKinnon, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Alex Okafor able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Gold is able to put it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Singles ready. You ready?
Play action. Brees. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Brees now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Hey, ready. Yellow lady.
From the gun, it's Brees. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Ready. You ready?
Throwing now is Brees. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he finds his tight end, Saleh. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Over the middle to Garcon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Gold is able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter.
4 down, check, 4 down. Ready, you ready? What's that? 56, ready, what's that?
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
4 down, ready. Yellow waiting.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brees. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready?
They go play action for Ingram. Now Brees. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Brees now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Watch 8-9, watch 8-9. Ready, move 90.
Again, it's Brees. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Ready, yellow waiting.
Brees to throw again. This is caught by Gill. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Brees now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, we're waiting.
Again, they'll throw with Brees. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Brees again. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one a first down. And the former first pick of the 2nd round of the 2001 draft doing his thing.
And the beauty of watching him play is progressions. Yeah, he can throw it deep, but how about his ability to hit secondary targets, underneath targets, and hits them with accuracy?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Ready, we're waiting.
On 2nd down, here's Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Ready, yellow waiting, yellow waiting.
Brees now. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And some of his highlights here from this game, he's nearing 100 yards, partner.
And defensive have worked so hard at how to try to slow down tight ends. It was a lot easier, partner, in the old days because they just lined up on the line of scrimmage, either put a defensive end or a linebacker over them and tried to body them so they couldn't get off the line of scrimmage easy.
And now?
Now, when they split out, detach from the line of scrimmage, you put a linebacker out there, they're often too elusive for them. Shake them and get into the secondary too easily before someone else can try and pick them up.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
So many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football. But not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. The Niners on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And Salek here, left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Flushed out right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Niners on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run with Brees. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense. Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Brees. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Gold is able to put it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ready.
Brees now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ready. 90.
Brees again here on 2nd and 10. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. You're waiting. Reset. Reset.
Here's Ingram. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for New Orleans. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, little 360.
Oh,
51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. On first down, Garoppolo. And this is Selleck here with the ground. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Looking sideline, incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's caught by Selleck. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there. Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A big play there. 50 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing on first down is Brees. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
Hey, ready? You waiting?
On second down, Ingram. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Saints on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a play fake here on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll run it here. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Alex Anzalone able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Ready. You waiting?
Working from the gun, it's Brees. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Brees. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Ready. You waiting?
Now Brees on the bootleg. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ready. You waiting?
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Brees. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Brees to throw again. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Now Brees again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. We're waiting.
Again, they'll throw with Brees. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Brees now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Brees. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Ready? You ready?
From midfield, here's Brees. Looking long for Thomas. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 50 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here we go. Black 80!
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey!
Here again is McKinnon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action, Garoppolo. And Selleck here, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Garoppolo now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from 10 yards out. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Gold to add the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Ready? You waiting?
From the gun, it's Brees. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
4 down, 4 down. Ready? You waiting?
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram.
Holding. Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Here we go.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Ready? You waiting?
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Saints on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 11.
Ready? You waiting?
Shotgun now for Brees. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taking it about the 16. Oh, able to avoid him. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
Ready?
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The tackle there by Eli Harold.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Ready?
Brees now. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Oh, boy, when a good tight end reads man coverage, is able to run the corner route, almost impossible to defend. They can use the good head fake, work him inside, and then they'll get him on their back or on their hip and keep them away from the football with their body.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brees hands to Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was he?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Brees to throw on second down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here we go. Ready, yellow lady. 20 seconds.
Ingram again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ready, you ready?
Now Brees. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Puts this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Offense.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Garoppolo toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Ginn. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. So
Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
They fake the give. Here's Brees. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Ready. You waiting?
Brees now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
1st down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Brees to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Ready. You waiting?
Now a handoff to Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here we go. Ready? We're waiting.
Now Brees on third down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And it's caught by Saleh. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3rd down pass passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
False start, offense.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Garoppolo. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Goodwin. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Garoppolo on 1st down. They shakes him off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Alex Okafor in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Got to give him points for the intent, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Open man is Pettis, it's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Garoppolo again. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They run it with McKinnon, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Ready.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? you're taking charge.
Ready. Blue 80.
On second down, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Here we go. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Hill shedding the tackle.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ready. Blue 90.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carr. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Time for a break. He's been terrific so far. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught left side, Garcon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
120! 180!
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Pierre Garçon, 30 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They do tack on the extra point as well, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Ready.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Timeout defense.
And the 49ers going to take another timeout as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On third down, Mark Ingram. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And at 50 seconds left, he'll spike it to stop the clock. They'll look to throw. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.